Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back again doing your December 2015 monthly tarot horoscopes. This is for everyone with their ascendant, sun, or moon in the lovely Lambiepuff Scorpio. For those of you who are new to my channel, the reason I call Scorpios Lambiepuffs is because I have this sweet friend who I always called the Lamb, and he was the original Lambiepuff for me. And I feel like Scorpios are very sweet individuals, and you know, if you back them into a corner, they will kill you. But they are just really great friends and great people overall, and so you can't really go wrong with a Scorpio friend, I feel. They're a little bit more challenging in relationships, but you know, like romantic relationships, but I feel like they are really, really great friends. So, a couple of updates for you guys. You know, I am doing a special giveaway, and that's going to be happening once I reach 10,000 subscribers. I'm going to be picking the first person on my schedule, refunding their, $75 for their reading, and sending them an $10 Amazon gift card or to a retailer of their choice. So it's a special moment, a special give back moment to anyone, to all my new subscribers and all my new clients. And I will be doing, for my repeat clients, a giveaway sometime later down the line, specifically for you guys. So I don't want you to feel left out, okay? I love everyone, and I'm really, really just grateful that I have such a great following and I have such great support. And, if you'd like to donate to my channel, you're more than welcome to. I did enable my fan funding link. So end of the year donations are really appreciated. People always ask me how to get in touch and how to do private readings. You can email me, elizabetholson31@gmail.com, for private readings. So yeah, and then I usually, for those of you who are new to my channel, I usually post videos twice a month, in the beginning of the month and mid-month. However, in December I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of other videos, so I won't have time to do my mid-month videos, but I will be bringing those back in January, hopefully. So yeah, that's pretty much my spiel. I did lay out a spread. I had started this video before, but I felt it was kind of too long, and I had to stop it. So for a bunch of reasons, but let's just kind of jump in. You have a very good spread, my sweet Lambiepuffs. A couple of things that are kind of going on that I want to touch on first is what's kind of crowning you and what's going on in the recent past. So what's going on in the moment in the recent past, okay? What's crowning you right now is the Ten of Swords, okay? So anytime I see a swords card, I think lamb at the slaughter. That's the Scorpio, feeling hurt. This is having a broken heart, or heart problems. For those of you who are older, you need to be very careful of protecting your heart and strengthening your heart chakra. This can be a feeling of not a lot of love and support from others. You may be like the pillar of your family in some way, holding everybody up. Because it's funny I say that, because you did get the Ten of Wands as the foundation, and this is having a lot of responsibilities. This is having a lot of burdens. This is having a lot of things on your plate to do or to get done. You have a Five of Wands in the recent past, and you do have similar cards to the Libra. So I just did the Libra video, and I did shuffle. So this is a lot of similar cards. So you may have a lot of Libra in your chart, or you may just be in a relationship to a Libra in some way, or you may... Again, you may have some fire sign, in your chart too, or be in a relationship, had been in a relationship with a fire sign male, okay? Male or female. You could be a fire sign and watching this for, your rising or something, okay? But we have the Five of Wands in the recent past, and that is usually an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo male. Okay, but it is also somebody who's run for the hills. This is that chase as well. Somebody who likes the chase. Okay, when I say run for the hills, I mean this is somebody who you can't talk to anymore. Somebody who's ran off. Okay, this could be someone. This could be like a partner who's ran away and gotten married, or ran away and you know you haven't heard from them in some time. You know, can be like the kind of breakup where you everything is going very well, and then suddenly, boom, you don't hear from the person ever again, and you don't know why. Okay, you know, this is the guy that got scared. Okay, it's a classic guy that gets scared. Now, if you've been in kind of a place where things, I want to say you've had a lot to deal with for quite some time, okay? You've had a lot going on for some time, because you have the Ten of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Swords, all in the distant, recent, and present moment, and that's a long time. To me, that's like a period of, say, 3 or 4 years even, where things have been really, and it could be longer for you. It could be between, I want to say, 3 to 10 years, where for some of you, things have been very, very difficult. There have been some career changes or career struggle of, you know, what your choices, or there have been, you know, relationships that have ended. This is also showing up in the recent past. You may have also been in a relationship with an air sign female. We're talking Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius female. There may have been something where to me, it's like the same person. I want to say it's the same person, where your relationship with them came to a natural end. They may have ran for the hills. You know, this is where this could also be someone who's sitting on the fence, but to me, it's just like the end of your rope, or the end of a relationship, or the end of a job, or questions about your career, questions about where to go next, what to do next, what comes next, okay? And the thing is the thing that's following the Five of Wands and the three and the 5 is this Ten of Swords, which is feeling, again, really upset about it, really, really broken heart about it, really just not happy, okay? Ironically, you have the Four of Wands in the center of everything, which is actually really happy time, happy family time, spending time with your kids. This is also new romance. Again, Libra got this as well, and traveling. So I feel like your family is very loving and supportive, because you have this Four of Wands, and to me, that's loving support. So if you are traveling or you're seeing them in December, they're actually going to, I want to say, be very helpful to you. Okay? Very loving and supportive to you. And they're going to help you get through this tough time. You also have the Page of Swords, which is, so you have the 10 and then the Page, which is actually being lifted up out of hardship. So you have this very interesting falling, feeling drained, low point. And then following that, you're being, you know, it's almost like you need to give it up to God. You need to say, you know what? These problems that maybe had to do with this person, you know, again, any of the fire signs or the air signs here is really, you know, someone in the recent past who maybe you're at you know, at that point where there's some kind of separation, or maybe there's some kind of ending of a relationship, and you've gotten to this is hitting rock bottom, okay? Hitting to the rock bottom, hitting that point where things have sucked really, really badly, you know, and you're just broken up about it. You're just really upset about it. But then you have to give it up to God and say, you know what, that person has their own issues. That person has their own problems. Though that person's problems are no longer my problems, you know. You do have, I want to say, you have to clean up the mess. There is some kind of mess from that this person has made in your personal life. Okay, whether you're an emotional mess, or whether it's just distraction. I feel like there's some kind of confusion, and I feel like they kind of dumped something on you. It's sort of like you could be in a relationship with somebody who's just kind of constantly dumping their problems onto you, or constantly like your partner could have just like left you to do everything there's like some element where either you or your partner, it could go either way, feels overburdened by their responsibilities, and they're at a kind of a breaking point because you have this 10 of Wands. And so at some point there is going to be some change. So either your partner, could be male or female, got to their breaking point, and then they said, you know what, I can't do this anymore. They just let go, and they just dumped all of their problems onto all of their problems and all of the responsibility of the household onto you. And now you have to kind of clean up the mess and pick up all the slack, and you can't do it all yourself. Or you're in a partnership where this is still going on, okay, and you're considering leaving, okay, and you're very, very, very drained out. You might have just been very overly busy, okay. I want to say, Scorpio, for those of you who are in a partnership that, this might not have anything to do with relationships. This could be something where you just have a busy lifestyle and you have a lot of responsibilities because, maybe you're the head of your family, or, you just have a lot to do, and you're busy. So, you may just be kind of at that point where you're very, very tired. But the Page of Swords is being lifted up. So you need to trust, that things are going to get better and improve, and also give it up to God. Give up your problems to God and say, you know what? I can't do it all. Admit to everybody, I can't do it all, and try to delegate as much as possible and ask for help. This is family helping out. This is family, this is friends helping out. This is parents helping out. So if you've reached a breaking point at some, maybe maybe you're young and you've gone through a lot. I want to say in your life already, and you're very, very young. This is asking your parents for help, getting to a point where you need help, asking your parents, asking your aunts, asking your uncles, asking, your friends, their families, because you can't. This is almost like an intervention, kind of. Some of you, I want to say, have struggled with addiction before, okay? So this is you either struggling with your addiction again, or this is, some kind of intervention where people are like, are supportive of you, trying to get you not to get sucked into that again. I feel like there is some element of getting sucked into something which isn't healthy, okay, for you, okay? Either the relationship you're in isn't healthy, I want to say, Scorpio, or, what you're doing isn't healthy as far as lifestyle, whether you're drinking too much, partying too much, doing too many drugs. These are things, there may be somebody around you who's just like a bad influence. Especially if you're younger, I want to say. If you're younger, Scorpio, this is an issue. If you're an older Scorpio, I want to say, you're moving out of a period of hard time. You're moving out of a period of hardship. You're getting past the heartbreak point. For whatever reason, you may have had a lot of responsibilities and things and stuff to deal with, and you're moving out of that time. You're moving out of the hardship. It's no longer hardship. It's more, you paid your dues in a way. I don't feel like you're going to be having that hard of a time in the future, at least in December, okay? There's a lot of sadness here. There's a lot of hurt there. So I want to say, for some of you, you're getting over a breakup or some kind of family issue that's been going on for some time, okay? You just may be struggling within your partnership, or, this is, maybe you had a partner and then, like I said, it came to an end and you're still really, really upset. There's some upsetness. You have the Five of Pentacles as well as the Four of Cups. And I always say, when you have the 2 out of the 3 cards, the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups, or the Five of Pentacles together, this is a lot of water, okay? And I don't like to see this for Scorpio, because Scorpios can be such like, they can be the life of the party. They like to, they kind of like to bop. They have that like spark. They have that little zip to them. They like to have fun. I always say Scorpios love to have fun. And to me, this is you being unhappy, and sort of disconnected from either reality or disconnected from the situation. um, and relationships. You may kind of be in your own little land, you know, in December. You may have just kind of floated off into your own little land and your own little palace in the sky, and you are doing your own thing and nobody can touch you. It's sort of just like you may be a little bit like isolated or feel isolated, but it's sort of like self-imposed imprisonment. You know what I mean? It's not like really, really bad, but at the same time, you can be in that place of disconnect for, you know, time could pass you by for 500 years and you wouldn't notice, okay? So you need to be cautious of time, okay? You need to be cautious of time passing you by and being disconnected. You need to re-engage with the world, okay? And you do need to get back out there and start dating, because if you have recently broken up with someone, you need to kind of rebound. I want to say rebound, Scorpio. I'm going to write that down. Hashtag rebound, okay? Okay. So, so moving into the future, to me, this is the only thing that's going to be, you know, the Four of Cups is, you know, you get the Four of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. There's a lot of sadness. There was a lot of sadness in the past, and in the future, it's more wallowing and pining than anything, okay? So those of you who may be, again, have a lot of air in your chart, or you may be kind of just in a place where you're just like wallowing or trying to process or be reflective about what's happened in the past, you need to kind of get over something. Okay, and it's very difficult for the Scorpio to do so. You may have been in a relationship with a Pisces, because you have this Four of Cups there. So there you might have be trying, especially Scorpio males, be trying to connect with a Pisces female. There may be a Scorpio Pisces situation, or there may be, you know, a partner that has a lot of air in their chart that you're trying to get through to, but you can't. Like you can't get through. And that may be someone who has a lot of air. So we're talking Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra again, where there's that thing there with the Libra. Like you may just have a partner who's very disconnected. Like you try to call them and they can't get through. Like for whatever reason, you're calling them, texting them, and they just don't answer the phone. And that can be very upsetting for you. This can be very upsetting. Any kind of disconnect for Scorpio is not what Scorpio wants. Scorpio needs connection. Scorpio needs contact. Scorpio needs like texting daily, checking in. You know, like if you try to detach from a Scorpio, eventually the Scorpio will come back and try to reattach, like at some point. That's a little bit of a problem, and you maybe have been in a bit of a cycle about that, where you have issues with detaching and then kind of coming back, or waiting for guys to come back, or waiting for some things to change, and then things don't, and then you kind of get stuck in that pattern of, I want to say, not really ever moving on. That's an issue, okay? But you have the Empress in the immediate future, which means in December, early to mid-December, you have the power to achieve your heart's desire, and you have the free will card, which is the Wheel of Fortune, right next to her. Okay, so anytime there's things that are like, you see that wheel and you see that, any kind of time there's two suns. I think of them as like two suns. A lot of power. You may be in a very high-powered position, or you may just come into a lot of power. And Scorpios can be very high-powered individuals. Okay, male and female. Okay, and this is coming into a high-powered position, or being in a high-powered position, getting what you want. This is making it happen. This is your dreams coming true. This is making something out of nothing and it being a success, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is you making your fortune. You may be, I want to say, very fortunate, okay? Financially, middle of December is a crucial time for you, okay? If you've been struggling in the past, I feel like that is going to come to an end, okay? You have natural talents and abilities, okay? Just like I'm just looking at her jewelry here. You may have a jewelry business, okay? I want to say some of you have a jewelry business, or you may have your own business, okay? You may be very high-powered in business. This is a very prosperous time for business, okay? Again, two suns coming together, it's like they go supernova. I call it, you've got supernova financially, Scorpio, in December. And this is totally what Scorpios like to hear, okay? So this is financial, changing of financial times. This is changing of the guard, okay? So if you were financially, really well off in the past, this is you, like, things even getting better, okay? If you were, financially struggling in the past, things are really changing. Because of your own efforts, because of what you've made for yourself. This is not just you inheriting some money. This is you making some money yourself through using your own creativity, your own, talents, your own abilities. Some of you are very beautiful. Some of you are doing something either in, I want to say, in fashion or modeling, or you may have some kind of connection to fashion and modeling. This is something that's totally up your alley. You may just have a lot of clothes. I always think Scorpios are into fashion and clothes. So some of you just may be really into clothes and fashion. Middle of December, you may be shopping quite a lot, I want to say. Anything that you can do to have fun, you need to have fun. I feel like there's been some times for you that have been hard, that have been quite dismal. And so you need to change, again, the changing of the guard, change things up. Get back into your groove. Do things that are fun, and things that don't stress you out. Okay, if it stresses you out, don't go. Period. End of story. No. Okay, that's it. I've spoken. But again, the Wheel of Fortune is also taking the bull by the balls. It is making good choices, making things happen. Telling the world, no, this is who I really am. This is what I really want to do. This is what I'm meant to do. This is my purpose, Some of you are very well known. I want to say some of you are in, again, you may be a celebrity of sorts. You may be on track to being a celebrity. This is where, you go from rags to riches, I want to say. But also know that the future has not been written, and you need to make very good choices, wise choices, okay, for yourself. It is crucial that you do so. I feel like you're going to, so you don't have to worry about making a bad choice, but you do need to think things through, okay? Scorpios can be quite impulsive, and they may not think things through entirely to the end. They kind of sometimes have a little bit of an ego thing going on where they think they know, or they think that, it's like an overconfidence that nobody can tell them what to do kind of thing. They can be quite stubborn at times. Their shadow is the Taurus, and so of course they're going to be stubborn at times or difficult at times, which is normal. But you needing to make things happen, understanding that things will be better in the future by you making better choices for yourself. And by that I'm excuse me, that's a giant sneeze. Excuse me. By that I mean, you say for whatever reason you don't have a lot of money for whatever reason, but you're living in like a 2-bedroom apartment all alone, and you're not renting out the other room, and it's costing you an arm and a leg, and you're not making that money from a job, you can barely afford to pay the rent, let alone all your other bills, and you're scrounging, okay? You need to downsize. You need to downsize into a studio or 1-bedroom apartment and save the extra money, or get a roommate, or get a second job. one way or the other, you need to make better choices. If you live in a very expensive area of the world, but for whatever reason, say you have your own business, or say you're doing something that's not making enough money, you need to move to a different location. You need to go where the food is, go where the money is. I forgot who said that, but you know, that's important for you to do. You need to kind of work smarter, and not necessarily harder. Okay, work smarter. That's what's coming to me for you. And the outcome is the Six of Wands, which is getting to a pinnacle point on a mountain, getting to a spot in your career that's really high up. This is, you know, getting a job maybe after you've been looking and you haven't found anything you wanted, and now you finally found the thing that you wanted, and it kind of changes things around for you. This is improvements in business. This is the raise. This is the bonus. So you're on track to climbing the ladder, having more career opportunities. This is the career track. You may be kind of switching gears from being, you know, kind of obsessed with a relationship, and things have not been going well in that department. Okay, you do need to believe that, you know, you can have a new relationship, because I do feel like you have the Empress and the Four of Wands, which is romance and dating. So for a lot of you, you're going to be very, in the middle of December, involved in romance and dating and getting into a new relationship, or just putting your feelers out there and kind of testing the waters if you haven't in some time. This is the person that was in a relationship for like 100 years, and now they're finally free, and they're kind of ready to go again. Or, you know, you're thinking about getting going again, but you do still have a lot of work responsibilities and things on your plate, so you're not totally all throwing in the towel just yet. You know, you may be kind of enjoying your freedom for a little while. So the Six of Wands is a very, very positive outcome. This is one of the victory cards. I have several victory cards, but this is one of the victory cards. I'm trying to see if there's any other victory cards here. There isn't another victory card, but there is the strength card in the position of your attitude in the future. And I really like it with the victory card. Because to me, it says to me, because of your strength, okay, because of your strength, you know, you're going to achieve greatness. You're going to get to a better point in your life. You're going to get somewhere with career. You're going to feel like you're on top, okay? You maybe feel very tested. You know, anytime the strength card comes up, there may be testing times. You know, you may feel like the universe is testing you. But I feel like in a way the worst is over. You've already passed the test. Any kind of test of strength, you know, there may be some things in career that are going to test you, because it's linking up with the career card. But you're going to come out okay in the end. So I would say, you know, and I'm getting a strong tingle on that. So I would say, you know, don't be afraid, because you have this fear card, of the worst case scenarios. You know, don't be afraid that, you know, you're never going to find love, because I feel like there is romance here to be had for you, as well as success in career. So very positive. This is a very positive reading for you. The only concern that I have is this 4 and the 5, you know, these sadness cards, the most lonely hearts, the wallowing, the pining, you know. These are things that, you know, I'd like to see turned around for you. And I'm going to say you do need to, just similar to, I think it was Pisces or Cancer. I don't know who it was now. I can't, forgive me, I don't remember. There is a hashtag move on, okay? And you do need to move on, okay? Because you got the Knight of Pentacles. And to me, this is a Scorpio guy, okay? So you could be in a Scorpio combination, whether it's Scorpio girl or Pisces girl and Scorpio guy. You may be a Scorpio guy in another relationship with another Scorpio guy. There's just, but to me, this is you, Scorpio, Cancer guy who's, you know, needing to move on. To me, if you're a female, this is needing to move on from the past. Hashtag move on, okay? Let it go. Let the past go. Male or female, let it go. Move on from the past. Because the future is quite bright. And really, really strong cards, you know, no pun intended here because you have the strength card, are coming up for you. I'm going to show you them again. They're really quite beautiful together. And, you know, again, to me, this is the same person. You know, you may be still stuck on one person, you know. To me, this is the same person, you know, this air sign or this fire sign, female or male. To me, this is the same person that you're thinking about. So again, I want to tell you to move on from this person. There's a control thing here. There's a control thing. So you need to work on being an equal partnership where it's not so much about you controlling or them controlling. It's about it being 50-50 and equal. And again, that goes back to that Libra vibe too. There's really not much else that I can say. I feel like, again, your future is, you know, it looks very, very bright as far as December. I feel like it is a happy ending as far as the end of December, which is what I like to see because Christmas is coming and the holidays are coming. And, you know, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And that's all for now. If you'd like a private reading, feel free to email me, elizabetholson31@gmail.com. And I'm going to send you big hugs like I normally do. Big hugs. Big kisses. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Okay, take care.